Welcome to Packmates, a podcast about Magic the Gathering Limited, where we take a deep dive into the current limited formats. We're just a group of friendly card sharks that love drafting and going and hanging out. It's been a long time since I've done this. And I'm Roby, the resident Dirtle expert.
I'm Ryan, the resident aggro expert.
And I'm Andrew, the resident mid-range expert.
We
are the
Packmates.
And what do we got this week, Ryan? We're just going to riff a little.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, so it's been a while since we've been back together. Everybody's been doing some things. Trips here and there.
Yep.
Vacation.
Opposite of vacations.
Working.
Living in just this world that's just a living hell.
Tell us about it. Vent, Ryan. Tell us.
I don't want to bore you with it. I'll be in my memoir. Hit stores next week.
So,
Roby, you've been living in some hell, right? With this set, right?
Yeah, I hate it. But it's okay. I hate it in person. It's okay online. I've quick drafted it a bunch. It was fine, but I hate playing it in person.
Why?
I don't know. It's just one of those sets for me.
Oh.
I've done.
It's like something about drafting with real people there.
You only wanted bot draft?
I was doing it Premier Draft. I was infinite.
Yeah.
I feel like with Premier drafts and table drafts, I know we talked about this before, but man, our table drafts always feel like 3 weeks behind everybody else on those. You know, it's like we're working with the latest stuff and they're still in 2.01 or something like that.
Yeah, and then you go and play them and you're like, this isn't good, but it beat me.
Yeah.
But it's so wrong.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing for a different meta. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then just it's one of those ones where the metas are so different.
Yeah.
That you just get punished.
You're too cutting edge, Roby.
Yeah, today I got beat because someone played a 2/5, another creature can't be blocked.
Yeah.
And I just I've never played against that card in this format.
Yeah, it's really bad. But
but it just bodied me. Because I can't, I'm red. I have no way to deal 5 damage. And they just get free damage off another thing that they shouldn't be getting damage off of.
Yeah, that's how this format feels to me. It's just some people are playing some whack cards that just body.
Bro, and in our draft, legit, every time I'd play, someone redirects a spell using that shitty red spell.
I was gonna say that's I was gonna bring that up. Every time I've seen either one of you guys play, I've seen you guys getting bodied by that red spell that redirects something.
And people shouldn't be playing it.
Nobody plays around it. They're just oh shit, my freaking murder or my 3 damage to my guy. Oh crap.
Yeah.
And it's just blowouts.
Every single time.
It's super
so
funny.
Tilting. I just can't deal with it.
It's
I hate it.
I think the person who plays that too is just really high on it because he gets everybody with it every time. And he's I'm getting the best players
and
in the
then
bottom
you're
of
just
it.
they gate you and then they just do it forever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have instilled in them to always do that every single time.
Right. But they'll still lose.
Yeah. But they just beat you.
No.
that's the
Those
thing.
a lot of times they'll still lose to me.
Yeah.
But they'll have just one good play and they'll be oh man, if I could just do that more, I could beat them. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine if you had to play against 2 of those redirect spells?
Yeah. I have.
Yeah, I did terrible.
The next game, I sided out my removal and played only dudes. And they're okay, well, you can't do anything now. That spell's dead in your hand.
It destroys an artifact, right?
It destroys my 2-drop, sure.
It does another thing too, right?
For 2 minutes.
Can't block or something like that. Is that the other mode? It's got
2 creatures can't block.
2 creatures. That's bad.
Yeah, that card. Yeah, don't even get me started. But yeah, I don't know. I just hate this format. It's just too fast to do anything actually fun.
Being fast is fun.
No.
Seeing how fast you can go, that's fun. I had a turn 4 line today.
That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I've had
gotta be fast and furious, Roby.
Online and stuff, but I have a reputation to uphold.
But the dude
I can't be playing.
The dude had a counter spell, so I didn't actually get the turn 4 win. But if he didn't, I would have, that would have been insane. With just the 2/2 that gets +4/+2, I would have had what's it called in the graveyard?
Delirium.
Delirium
Delirium,
on
yeah.
3 because I had the discard a card, draw 2. So I was on a 6-man pod. So like discard a card, draw 2, give it double strike 10, give it double strike 10.
Yeah, so what's your guys' favorite deck in the format?
I mean, I love Boros Aggro, and Boros Aggro is good in this, and I like that.
It's
the
good.
most.
I've had
That's
pretty
my
good luck
favorite.
with it.
I've had really good luck with Boros. My pet decks have been like, is it? I had a lot of I had a lot of trophies.
Is it really?
I got a lot of trophies with it. I posted in our, if you check out our Discord, you can see our trophy decks there, and you can see quite a few of my trophy decks with Is It. Shameless plug, obviously, but it's a cool Discord. And then today I actually drafted something I've wanted to draft a very long time, was the Reanimator deck. The Orzhov Reanimator deck. I think I got the best example of it today, at least I've seen in our paper drafts.
You had the Demon Rare.
I had the Demon Rare. Yeah. I had 2 of the 1-drops that reanimate. I had 2 of the...
all of it to him.
Oh, yeah.
I passed all of it.
Yeah.
And I got the Demon Rare pig too, and I was like, I'm still sketch on Black-White. Black-White's terrible.
Well, the Demon Rare is just sick in any black, and it's double pip, but it still like makes you think about splashing.
It's way sicker in Black-White.
Yeah.
It's so sick because you have access to Goat, and Goat is what breaks that card.
I mean, it's just a 6/6 flyer. It doesn't need to be reanimated.
No, Goat. Like the Goat. Like the 1 mana Goat.
Yeah, but like it has nothing to do with the
Goat.
room demon card. You're talking about the uncommon.
No, the
6/6 flying trampler demon?
Yeah.
That's just a room. You can't reanimate that.
No, the 1 mana Goat that turns into a demon. So that way you drain. And
it becomes a demon? I never even looked at that card.
Yes.
It didn't even make my deck.
That's why it's good in Black-White, because you have a 3 mana demon.
I see.
And that's
like on turn 1, you play the Goat. Turn 2, you do anything. Turn 3, you play that. Turn 4, you turn the Goat on.
Yeah. And it's so sick. Yeah.
Then they kill the Goat. And
they kill the Goat.
And you've already drawn 2 cards.
Yeah. Like,
so you don't care.
Yeah.
And then by the time they kill the Goat, you just play the good demon.
Yeah. Like you summon the other demon, right?
Like they can't kill the Goat because they have to kill the 6/6.
Yeah. I was playing Green-White tonight, and I was just splashing double black for that. But I ended up having a Goat. But yeah, Goat, people don't realize that Goat turns into a demon. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So its stock goes up way more in the Black-White decks, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean the Goat is just to discard a card that you can reanimate too.
Yes.
Right? Like,
yes.
That's the whole point
Goat is like a signpost in this deck.
I didn't even have the Goat in there. I just used a lot of the Manifest Dread cards.
Those are
like that's just a good way of just milling through your deck. I had the guy the 3/1 uncommon that when it survives, he gets to put something in the graveyard. So it's like cool, I get to entomb something. And you're just kind of doing that kind of stuff. And I thought it was pretty good. It's actually it was kind of a weird deck. It just kind of, you didn't do the reanimator thing more often. It was more of a value play at the end of the game. And you just survive until you're able to do 6 drops or you've cycled all the guys and you start bringing them back for value. It was good.
I think that's how Reanimator works in this format. I don't think it's like a real
Reanimate at 4 thing.
No, it's not like
you're not like reanimating a 9-drop on 4.
There's not like a really good entomb. Like there's that really good uncommon spell that draws 4 cards, or you look at 4, pitch 3 into the graveyard, pick 1. That's a good way to because you just gotta fill your graveyard and you gotta have enough targets. That's the other thing too. Like people just forget. Yeah, you can get all the reanimation spells, but you got to have targets for those spells.
Land cyclers are very important.
Land cyclers are pretty good. The black one's really strong.
They're just kind of whatever though, right? Like that's not really what you want to be doing in it.
No, you want to be reanimating the 5/5 with Death Touch that drains 2 games too.
Yeah.
Or you want to get the uncommon demon that when it comes into play, they sacrifice a non-token enchantment and non-token creature.
Yep.
That guy's the way you want to be.
Yeah. Did you have that?
I did. Yep. I reanimated it 2 times in a game and won. It was just super strong.
I had to pass one because I opened the $30 blue rare mythic. But yeah.
My pack 1 pick 1 rare. White Leyline.
Nice.
Leyline of Binding.
Nice.
The one when you gain life, you gain an extra, and if you have 7 more than your total.
Do you play it?
No, I passed it.
Oh.
It's 8 cents on.
If only you got
You know what my pack 1 pick 1 was this week?
I didn't pick it. I picked
what
Norn.
was it? Oh my gosh, what is that card called? Andrew, help me. The 1-mana Soul Sisters card.
Soul Warden.
Soul Warden was my Pac-Man piglet. I was like, what is this? Is in the format? Like,
What does it do?
it's the 1-mana 1/1. It's like a mythic because it's not in the set.
Special guest.
It's a special guest, and it's whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. And I took it. I took
Pairs
it.
well with the white ley line.
Yeah.
Sick with that, and I was also splashing the black enchantment demon. It's not a demon because that would have been sick in my deck. But no, the black enchantment guy that whenever you gain life,
They
your opponent
lose
loses
life,
that
yeah.
much. Yeah.
The enduring.
I never
black.
got to do it, but
Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't very good. It was situationally good. I did gain 21 life my first game with it. Yeah. I did because it just kind of sticks around because nobody actually wants to waste removal on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was okay.
Have you found you've been successful in this format? Like aside from Paper Magic?
Yeah, you just have to take all the 2 drops and you need infinity removal because every bomb in this format just kills you.
Well, counterpoint, if you have enough 2-drops, you don't got to worry about it.
Yeah, but like sometimes you don't get there and you
Like-
still need to or you get within an inch of it, and then like if you don't have removal, then they can just
They
take
just
a
turn
game
the
over.
board,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so easy to stabilize with just like a busted rare in this
Yeah.
format.
Yeah.
I went against Altenac on 7 today.
Oh my
And I was
gosh.
putting so much pressure on him that he just had to block with it. Like, he
Oh,
couldn't do anything. Like,
Altenac, is that
that's a
the
9/9
9/9.
trample for
the
seven.
Insane.
uncommon? That
Yeah.
okay, so I didn't get to say my favorite deck. I love that card.
Yeah.
That's like one of my I love that. I love the cute little combo with
the mill.
the mill thing. I love it. I absolutely adore that card. That's the only good thing about this format. It is
Altenac.
playing busted 9 drops.
Oh
for
my
free.
gosh.
like that card's hilarious. And that's probably I love that they made that uncommon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can do that pretty easy.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not hard to get like 3 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind of tough sometimes. Some people are always, everybody wants to do it too, you know, like,
Yeah,
especially in
that's
paper. Like, they're like, ooh, man, I can live the dream.
And like, say its name, honestly, not bad in Delirium either. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's got a home there for
Yeah.
sure.
I like the blue green decks quite a bit. They're
Yeah.
quite a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
can.
I think so controversial take. I think it's acceptable to play more than 40 cards. Like actually correct.
just play the chandelier, the one that puts stuff back.
or you could just play more cards that are actually relevant.
It's never
using more
correct.
cards.
Mm.
That's not true. That's not
That's only
true.
correct if there's a companion that makes you.
No, that's not true. Like
Yeah.
sometimes if you're milling yourself a bunch, which Manifesting Dread is doing, right?
Right.
Like you need more cards.
Not if you play the chandelier things that like put stuff back. Like not if you.
I don't even know what that card
It's
does.
the
'Cause
6-mana 4/4 flyer that you can pay 2 and put a card on bottom.
or you could just play more cards.
But like, why would you? Then you hit your good cards less,
But like you just need more cards.
and you have to play more. But not if you play those cards.
Okay. We'll have to agree to disagree.
No,
No,
You're
because
wrong.
there were formats where it was correct.
the
Which
only
one?
format that was ever correct is because of Yorion.
No. Theros Beyond Death. In the green black decks, you wanted to play more than 40 because you'd overly mill yourself. Because you needed to turbo mill to be able to escape your creatures.
I do remember that.
Yes.
I will
and it was
say-
correct to do
I don't know. I don't know
It
if it was
was
correct.
correct.
I didn't remember if there was a way to put stuff back.
I will say in the control versus control mirrors in this kind of format and environment,
You will mill yourself.
it's all
up.
I've seen so
Yes.
many games go down to like 3 cards because of the random manifest dreads, because of just like the randoms milling that's going on. And it's kind of cool because it actually like paces well with other people. Like sometimes I see them just like, I'll do raw card draw, but they'll be milling themselves.
I literally
actually
lost
paces
the
pretty
game
well.
today because my opponent made me manifest dread. And it milled me out and I lost the game. Which is terrible.
Was it ethical to forget to to manifest dread?
It is not ethical.
Okay.
I did question in the I brought it into question whether or not I had to manifest dread.
It was hilarious.
It's like, is this mandatory? Like,
Everybody at the table was just like, I don't know. I don't think so. His opponent was like, yes. Yes, mandatory.
yeah, it was awful. That's why I hate this format.
It was super funny.
But yeah, I think you do. Actually.
Also, how many cards were you playing in that deck?
42.
And he's still
Not
milled out.
I'm a firm believer
Damn.
that if you go through all 40 of your cards and can't win, you deserve to lose.
No.
That's just what I believe in. That's just my stance.
All right. No. Sometimes you need more. Sometimes you need more, Brad.
If you go through all 40 and you can't get it done, you did bad and you should feel bad.
No.
Sometimes you need a 2/5 that does nothing except make a creature unblockable.
Like
Sometimes.
sometimes
Watch every
you just
2-drop
have-
ever. Forever.
Sometimes you have more than 40 playable cards.
That's probably not.
That's like all the time.
Yeah.
Most like all.
Ideally,
Yeah.
unless you're in a 6-man pod.
I almost always have more than I usually make 6 cuts.
Yeah. I'll just say, know what you're doing. If you're going to do it, like, think about what you're doing before you do it.
Do you have to up your land count when you do that high? Do you go up to 18 at that point? No, you don't. You don't. I knew it. You greedy bastard. I knew it.
You guys have seen me with like 48
You are
piles.
legitimately the luckiest land draw person
Yeah.
I've ever played Magic.
I showed Andrew a hand today, which it means nothing because I didn't win. But like, I showed him a hand where what I have. I had
a dual land and couldn't cast a single card in his hand, and he kept it. Drew the white land to make his whole hand work.
and I like had 4 colors on turn 3.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Oh, he cast a double pip black card on turn 4. So I'm like, this is wild.
With 1 swamp in my opening hand. Or like a dually.
Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, only Roby could do that. You know, like the guy
You
just
gotta
gets blessed
believe. If
sometimes.
you build it right, it will work. If like your lands will work. Your deck might not work because it's bad, but like, which is what happened today. I had 0 mana issues, except that last game where I milled one of my 2 swamps, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like I have like 3 dead cards now. Like I can never
That
get
is
my.
so greedy of you
I
to
can
run
never-
2 swamps with manifest and like double pipped cards.
I manifested a swamp away. I was like, oh my gosh, I can never get the demon now.
So you're saying you have to draw 100% of your swamps to play
I had
3 cards in your
I
deck.
had 1 dually, a Terramorphic Expanse. I had the 3-mana green guy that goes and gets a land, and I had the lock key thing that gets a land from your. So I had like 3 ways to fetch a swamp if I needed it, and I had a 1 dually. So that's fine. That's like 6 swamps.
No,
basically.
because I mean, you just ran into the problem. You just said it yourself.
yeah,
You manifest dread, and if one of those cards is a swamp, you can't play 3 cards in your deck.
I've definitely seen that already. I mean, it's happened to
Like
me.
you have to
No.
play at least 1 more swamp than you would need max. At least 1
Yeah.
more.
I have exactly 1 more black source than I need because I have a dually and 2
Yeah.
swamps. So like I wasn't being that greedy. I thought about only playing 1, but I decided not to.
Yeah. Smart.
So if
Well-
you had a friend come to the F&M today, they hadn't played this set at all, what would be the one piece of advice you'd give them?
You need
Draft
2
2
drops.
Oh, jeez. Did
Jinx
you guys
you
both
always
agree
say-
with that?
Yeah.
Did you guys both agree on something?
Yeah.
Like I played a guy today, and he's like, I just have not been doing that good in this format. Like I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like we looked at his deck, and he had 7 creatures
Yeah.
and like no 2 drops. I'm like, dude, like honestly, just draft 2 drops. He's like, but I like the big stuff. It's like there's so much big stuff.
You don't
You
get
get
to.
big stuff.
You can't. That's what you have to tell him. Is like this format, you can't just do that. And that's why this format
Well,
is terrible.
No, but if you draft enough 2 drops, you still can. It's like DMU.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're never gonna get them because like you're taking all the 2 drops out of the pack, so then everyone else is just gonna take all the big stuff,
yeah.
and then you just don't get to do fun things, and that's why this format sucks.
But like having an efficient aggro deck is the funnest thing you can do in Magic.
It's really not.
It is the most fun thing you
It's
can
the
do.
I will
funnest thing you
say-
can do for about like 30% of
I will say, someone drafted the aggro deck in my pod for the first time, like a true aggro deck. He was done in 10 minutes, and he goes, "Wow, that was a lot of fun."
Yeah, it is.
For him, but not for his opponent. Oh man. But
It's
Yeah.
it's scary to play aggro in this format too, especially with like sometimes you just don't actually get there.
it could really feel hopeless.
Yeah.
It can really,
But
you
that's
can
what makes
really
it even
fizzle.
more rewarding.
No,
Because it's like, I built the good aggro deck. Like, I did get there. You know what I mean?
yeah, but like
Yeah.
I don't know
There's some skill involved there. I mean, you got
for sure. But like
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
I just tell them to stick to 2 colors. I don't think this is a 3 color. I don't think this is a 4 color. It sure
This
as
is
hell
a
isn't.
2 color set.
Yeah.
like you don't get away with it. I went
Yeah.
3 playing 4 colors.
I always
today.
see people splash and I just see them just like looking at their mana bases, like cursing their mana bases game 1 because they drew the off color splash, and they're like, I can't play half the cards in my deck now
Even,
because you play. Oh, good.
it's just like better. Just like this is also a very synergy depending
Yeah.
on too, where like there isn't a lot of overlap really.
I think like Demir, like Azorius and Demir overlap a lot. Like they
Mhm.
both are eerie decks, right? Like
Yeah.
rooms type decks.
Yeah, but,
But, like,
like
Azorius
every
is so
single
good, you
black
don't need
card
Demir,
that
right?
has Eerie is bad compared to every single Azorius.
Right.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like Azorius is so good that it
The-
gains nothing from
Yeah.
adding black.
I'd love to see
Absolutely.
what the stats are on rooms in Azorius, like if it actually helps them out or not to just slow down their deck, like adding rooms and crap like that. It was sort of like how Battles was in what was the battle set? The
Yeah.
where it was actually like if you were the white aggressive deck, your deck was actually worse the more battles you had in it.
Except that one battle that
Well,
that let you make 2/1/2/1s with haste or whatever.
yeah,
That battle was insane.
I
Yeah.
still think battles are good, but like
they were the data showed circumvents from 17
Invasion of
lands.
Amonkhet was the most busted card we've seen in a very long
It
time.
may have been that, but I'm just saying, look at the data from having battles in your deck actually made them worse.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
The
Invasion
more,
of
yeah,
Amonkhet.
and even got even worse incrementally the more you
I
had it.
don't think that counted for Invasion of Amonkhet though, right?
Yeah, and Invasion of Mercadia, bro.
I still think it's good.
It
You
is
get
I
the
actually
warp
think
fuzzies
it's
for
good.
this shit.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Invasion of Amonkhet is like the most.
This is this is the redirect spell. This is the
No,
redirect spell.
Invasion
It
of
worked like a couple times, and you have the good fills for it.
Check. I need
Bro,
a fact check.
Mercadia
Oh, that's definitely the redirect
was
spell.
insane.
Oh my gosh.
Invasion
Mercadia,
of Amonkhet, bruh. Okay.
I remember you guys gave me infinite invasions of Mercadia, and I stomped every week with them. It was insane. It was like discard a card to make 2/2/1s with haste, buff your whole board +1.
I wish we had like
Insane.
the stats of how many times we've won.
Yeah, starting with foundations, we're gonna start keeping stats.
We should keep stats. Wins and losses matter.
Let me. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, we're trying to
We're
banter.
fact checking.
We're trying to banter.
Banter better.
I'm trying to, we can cut this part, I guess.
Nope.
Roby's fact
It's
checking.
staying. Invasion of Amonkhet was like
dial up internet.
the best possible thing you could do in Blue Black.
You've got mail.
Invasion of Amonkhet was sick.
Yeah, that was good. There's
was
no
insane.
way that any data ever says that card makes you lose.
Right.
Like
Now, don't get it twisted. There were some terrible battles.
There were.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just
everyone was
saying-
playing terrible battles.
Right.
It's what
That's why they sucked.
It's what Serkovitz said about I think it was some white-based aggro deck. Basically, in that set, the more battles you added, the worse the deck actually got.
Yeah, and white based aggro, that's probably true. But like to just like discount battles,
Was this the set where Roby was going for Demir the entire time?
yes.
It was the first set of a
God.
Demir spree
Yeah, I
that,
went
that
on a
kicked
heater.
off Demir.
I went on a heater after that. Yeah. We went to where did we go? And I like won 7 drafts in a row. I like the where was it?
Like the Magic Fest
The
thing.
Magic Fest
Oh,
in
yeah.
Minneapolis, yeah. And I've just like went there every single day And I did the math, and I was making $12 an hour in prize support and just drafting and I did it for 7 straight drafts, and I won every single one of them.
How do they compare over there to our drafts in town?
We
here?
are so sweaty. we are so unbelievably sweaty. Like, okay, let me.
I wonder how many of those guys have a limited podcast.
Probably 0. It feels like people that go to those, that's like their one time they get a draft. Because they probably don't have like a local scene. Yeah.
We are kind of fortunate to have such a good local scene, I will say.
Yep.
You get a strong 13, 14 plus people every week, which is crazy. I'm sure those are crazy numbers for a lot of our listeners out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like most places don't even get 2 pods.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Most places don't even get a pot.
I was gonna say, you're lucky to just to fire it off.
Yeah.
Find him page. Invasion of
I know, when I went to college, I would call the card shops and be like, "You guys have draft?
Oh.
Is it fire?" Like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well,
Those dirty liars. Some
Yeah.
of them would be like, "Yeah, we got draft. Of course we do. Come on
Yeah.
down." I'd be like, "All
Yeah.
right, I'm just sitting there by myself."
I fell for that twice. I was like,
yeah.
"How often does it fire?" That was the next question I always asked. Like, well, and then you're like, "Okay, never mind."
Invasion of Amonkhet, 61.4% opening hand win rate, 7.7 improvement when drawn.
What's its game when drawn or something like that?
Game draw win rate.
Yeah, that's the only one that really matters.
That's not a real thing.
Huh? Oh, you heard that?
Game.
Oh, you have
Or
headphones
games
on.
played win rate. Games played win rate's probably more than 61.
What is that even?
The best would be if Roby's just like, "Oh, but it doesn't say
Played in
anything."
deck?
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
No, played in deck is just
No, that'd
doesn't
be
even
high.
have a improvement when drawn, opening hand win rate, picked weight, drawn in game.
It should be towards the back.
I've turned on every single option. Okay, we can look at all the numbers now.
What about Invasion of Mercadia too? Because that was so good.
Games played win rate,
Yeah.
games percentage played.
That's like just it's in your deck.
81.9.
Oh no, that's when it's played.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
actually when it's played. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be way
81. Yeah. That's absurd.
Yeah, that's nutty.
games.
Game in hand win rate 61.6. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Games not seen win rate is 53.9. So that's what it's.
Wow.
That's what it's.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was like an unbelievable.
What about Mercadia? Invasion of Mercadia.
I will say the stat was for white-based aggro.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
But just to
it would have been a 3.
that is like it's a travesty. to
Just
me.
do a little research when people say absurd things. That's all we're saying. It's not that hard to go and disprove Andrew.
I don't know where it got to twisted for this demure battle in a white-based aggro deck, but okay.
57.3. It's
Yeah.
respectable.
Yeah.
That was a sleeper. People didn't know.
Yeah, I
that
know.
was good.
Yeah. It was sick.
It was good. And improvement when drawn 1.9.
Who had the best win rate in that set? Was it you?
I was nasty.
I was nasty too. Though.
I was nasty with decks that looked like absolutely nothing.
I remember one draft when you had like 3 invasions of Almond. It's like, holy shit. Like,
And I
how?
played Demir always, but I would splash literally everything.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times it was like green splash for the emoji just to pop off and do a bunch of dumb cascading. Like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah, because those decks were, oh,
God, he was there.
slaps.
That
That
War of
was
the
such
Spark.
no, that was
War of the Spark was the Planeswalker.
Yeah.
That was the Planeswalker set.
March of the Machines.
March of the Machines.
March
yeah.
of the Machines.
And then after that, you did the Demir toxic shit.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the directly after,
Yeah.
which was not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Demir's not the hotness in this set either.
I think it could work.
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's fine.
It's okay.
Will got. I
Keep it
mean,
all
Will
stuff.
got there this week. He got to the
I think
finals
you won
with
it
me.
last week with Demir.
Yeah, he did pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
GG
Oh, yeah,
just
he
did
beat me
all the
last week, yeah.
murders. Yeah. Do you guys think this is a bomb heavy format? I think it's like
Not
a
really.
disgustingly bomb heavy format.
I think you got to have an answer, just like with everything. It feels like sealed in that way, where you got to have at least a removal spell for something.
That's
When
not
some-
been my experience.
Well,
When
you're just getting
somebody
under it
plays
so
like
much.
the 6 mana mythic white or the 5 mana mythic white card, that like makes 2/1/1 flyers. You just lose.
2/2/1s.
Yeah, 2/2/1 flyers.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's like unbeatable.
Yeah, that like those are the cards that wreck aggro. That and then the green black one that makes the 2/1/1 flyers that are if you have delirium, they're 2/2s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
and
card's
the-
insane.
Those just wreck aggro.
Yeah, and also like the 3-mana blue mythic, that the 5/5,
Oh yeah.
which like that takes a little bit of work, right?
It does, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
very strong when it's in
Like
play. It's fucking
as
5/5
soon as
flyer.
it comes into play, it makes a 2/2. Then during their upkeep. Yeah, that card's stupid.
Yep. But yeah, I've been getting under those a lot. Like 6-mana things, I don't care.
Yeah, I think you can get under that. I think maybe the impending guys might be the exception there, just because you can impend them early and get their effect. Although I'll be honest, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that many mythics just popping up like those impending guys. I haven't really fought against them very much.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts on this format?
When does Foundations come out? How close are we? Because
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
getting,
close.
I'm getting ready for it.
And no matter how much we like or dislike Foundations, we're drafting the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Well, what's this Marvel?
Unless
set
we could
I'm
get
looking
some
at?
mystery booster
What's
too.
what?
Marvel set. Is
Marvel
there a
set?
Marvel?
I don't know.
Marvel set
I think it's like I think it's a Commander product. I don't know if it's gonna
I
be
thought it
draftable.
was. I thought it was.
I don't
like
think it's
Lord of
good.
the Rings. I don't know.
Oh
anything.
wow!
I
If it's like
shouldn't-
that,
I
I'll
shouldn't.
draft the shit out of it too.
I
But
shouldn't speculate. I know nothing.
I don't know.
But-
I've only seen a couple cards leaked, but I thought it was more of a Commander product.
Yeah, probably, maybe. Right.
All right, everyone, real quick. One wish list card for Foundations. I'll go first. Lightning Bolt.
Invasion of Cat.
That's not happening.
That's not happening.
Has to be
Okay,
like a
what-
vanilla card. Like a, you know what I mean?
Surveil's vanilla now. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Disinformation campaign.
Gross.
Oh my god!
Give me disinformation
Why do you want that in
campaign.
standard?
That would be incredible.
You know what I kind
I'd
of
be
want?
so happy because
thought-
now Surveil's evergreen.
I thought Cultivate for a while, but I think I just want Rampant Growth.
Yeah.
Like
that's
one green, one colorless. Search for a land.
It's good.
Yeah, no. Give me not invasion.
What about
disinformation campaign is basically
I don't know if Counterspell would be there. I
it
could
wouldn't
see
be
like
that
a
fun.
I could see like a
basically
Mana
have
Leak
it.
or something like that. Mana Leak's
Get
pretty
out.
good.
Get Out basically does a counter spell, and it's terrible, and you shouldn't even put it in your deck. Like I don't even think counter spell.
Doesn't Get Out only counter creature enchantment?
Yeah, but still, like that's like it's a draft, right?
Well, I'm talking about for standard mostly.
Oh, for standard. Oh, I don't really play that much.
Yeah, but like I might if we draft a bunch of this, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a foundation to build upon.
If I have 4, I already have 4 lightning bolts. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good chunk of a standard deck. Lightning bolts in standard.
hmm
would they even play it? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, what was your card?
Rampant Growth.
Rampant Growth. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that'd be fun.
Superfecta? I'm kidding. We can cut it. We can cut it.
What was that? I don't remember
Y'all
that.
made this decision to kill Superfecta. Nah, I'm back. We're doing Superfecta.
What the hell?
Favorite Zen flavors? Go.
Peppermint.
It's not Zen, but there's a peach one I had. It was peach or mango.
Was it called Lush?
No, it began with a B.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Wintergreen.
You're
Cinnamon.
such a sellout.
Cinnamon? Cinnamon in flavor?
Have you had the coffee ground ones?
I hate
What?
coffee.
There's ones that are like coffee
Yeah,
grounds. Yeah.
legit hate
I
coffee.
like the vanilla coffee ones.
Spearmint.
Is
Probably
this a thing? Is this like Zin's? Or like, that's a Zin's kind of thing?
It's not actually Zen.
There's a
It's,
Zen coffee.
Oh, do they have
Yeah.
that? I haven't had that. Yeah.
There's a Zen coffee.
Then I would say, I probably like the fruity ones.
Citrus.
Yeah, the citrus one. Yeah, I like that one.
I don't think there's enough flavors for the whole try.
that I'll just have to do.
LL Cool J.
Probably one of my favorite moments of all time. Dude. Still to this day.
Oh, man.
All right, that's all we got this week.
We'll catch you boys on the flip.
Bye.
Bye.